It's the Butch and Sundance Show.
Have you seen what this Father Chad Ripperger on Sean Ryan said about aliens and UFOs?
I can't believe it.
The fact that too, that people who are in these abduction situations will actually cry out to Jesus, and then then boom, all of a sudden the abduction situation stops.
I mean, that's in shouldn't that be
telltale sign here?
Yeah, but shouldn't that be the number one thing? Like, isn't that the best advertisement for converting to Christianity?
I would think so. I mean, how else do you want to, if you want to know how to stop an abduction?
Actually, the craft that we see moving in ways that are contrary to physical laws is also just a diabolic mirage, which they.
We saw. We were shooting a movie in Canyon Country. We saw a UFO. Was that a diabolical mirage? I mean,
maybe it was, or maybe it was. Maybe it was just Area 51 right across the way over there.
Wasn't
Bob
far.
Lazar.
It wasn't far, but I mean,
could have been.
These things happen all the time. But then again, that's where the whole new technology comes into play, and now there's so much stuff out there, nobody knows nothing. It gets even nuttier. Watch this.
Actually, once the demon manifested, they would manifest in literally looking like an alien with the eyes and the.
Now, why? First of all, that's just nuts.
He's talking about other.
So is that their true form? Yeah, he's talking about not him, but
is that their true form, or is that the form that they're? Yeah, maybe.
Think about it. If they are really demons,
I think they're spiritual beings. So I think they can take on that. That's a question.
Why would they take that form
Ripperger
on to mess your head up? And what he said before was, they don't do this to me because I know the whole UFO thing is nonsense. Right?
So he's talking about
they're using it as a decoy. Yeah, they're using it to throw you off. Right.
And what do they call it? And he talks about this later, where it's spiritual warfare. He talks about a diversionary tactic.
He likens his whole career to going to battle and going to war. And of course, you got Sean Ryan, who's a patriot, is like, well, how do we defend ourselves? Like you know what I mean? He's like, what? How do I? Why do you think most people get possessed? You had to guess.
I think dabbling in bad behavior opens you up.
Okay.
So let's just call it that.
Let's see what he says.
A lot of people, about 50% of the people that come to us that are possessed, is because of the sin that they committed.
Don't sin, and you got nothing to worry about. Piece of cake.
What about lies? I mean, I see people that lie. I've lied. I think everybody.
I've seen people that lie. I've lied.
I always wind up coming clean.
He's talking about
and
demonic infestation. He's trying to say it with a straight face.
Right. But I do it right here on my show. I'll tell people all kinds of ridiculous, horrible shit. To me, it feels like a confession. It feels better than confession because nobody can hold that against me because I've already confessed. That's the I've confessed.
He's beating them at their own game.
Yeah, I did this.
I don't need you. I did it on my show.
And now I feel better.
Right.
Look at Ripperger.
Look
at Ripperger. He's like, right.
Ripperger.
It's like, sorry, you're not going to get anything from me.
Sean, that's actually not how it works. You're supposed to go to confession.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to confess on your show.
Right.
All right.
Associated with who are living a lie. These people have enormous audiences, just huge audiences.
I wonder who he's talking about.
I want to know.
Who's
he talking about?
Huge audiences living a lie. Joe Rogan living a lie?
Think so.
Tim Dillon living a lie? I mean,
I don't know. Like
Tucker?
he said, people he knows
living
not
a lie,
necessarily
Tucker?
close. Right. Huge audiences. Who could it be?
Who could that be? Candace Owens living a lie?
We need to know this because
I want to know.
Yeah.
Who is living a lie?
Demons do actually drive that type of thing. There's a line.
Hold on, that was like a surfer dude.
Yeah, blame it on the demon. Listen, I'm sure they did. Why wouldn't they? God bless both these guys, right? But God bless Sean Ryan for doing what he does. He's exposing a lot of shit, however you feel about him. And if you're going to do it at that level and have the audience that he has, it must get a little hairy. You must think, am I in any kind of danger? And he's kind of confessing to the priest.
Somebody's going to run over me on the fucking side of the. We've exposed shit.
Terrible. Someone's going to run over me on the side of the fucking road.
It's sad. Yeah. He's doing things that nobody else is doing. He's having people on. They're talking about things that nobody else is talking about. And you got to give the guy credit. But he's suffering because you just heard him saying, like, has anxiety. He's going to get run over on the side of the road. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, think about it. Like, this guy is he's got his job. He's interviewing people. He's got the greatest job in the world. He's sitting down interviewing people.
Yeah.
but the cost is.
There's always a cost, man. There's a cost to everything. No guts, no glory. He wouldn't have the platform if he didn't have the balls to do it, and I think that's why he's got it.
That's right. Taking the chances he's taken has gotten him to where he's gotten, and that's why he's got that spread.
The first thing you have to do is make sure that you're always leading a habitual life of grace. And by that, I mean that you don't ever commit any grave sin that's offensive to the Lord. If you had, you got to get that done.
I mean,
oh, is that all? But no, listen.
I know.
Well,
he just hits him. He's like, well, the first thing you got to do is don't sin.
But he's right. It's probably a good idea to not sin
perspective.
if you could not sin. But basically, this whole interview is him saying that's the open door. The open door is through sin, through pornography, through all these things. Whatever your thing is, you let the influence into your home. It starts breaking apart your marriage. It starts breaking apart your relationships. It starts poisoning your kid's mind. Once a cancer, once it gets in, it just starts taking over. And he's saying, that point, don't let it come in. Don't let it open the door.
This is exactly what you're saying. And this is something I thought was very important and kind of a key. Just it hit me hard. And I know it's going to hit everybody else hard because I think we're all dealing with this.
And the primary way that things stuff in our imaginations. So they'll put not just the image, but they can also put the perspective.
This is important because I think this is the root of a lot of this.
Divorces?
Opens the door for not only divorces, but relationships, business, friendship, everything. Listen to this.
News is, a wife wants to make her husband breakfast in bed because it's his birthday. Says, dear, what time are you going to get up? Humans can then they can skew the perspective. I'll do that. And then what he hears or thinks is, she just thinks you're lazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Think about what he just said, because everything in life is perception.
Wow.
Everything we do
you're
is
so
perception.
Screwed, man. If this is what we're battling,
think about that.
You're screwed if you're not living a sinless life, prayed up all the time. I mean, that happens to everybody. That's happened to me
all the
12
time.
times in the last.
You're
always misconstruing.
You go to order food. And the guy,
you think everybody's out to get you.
But is he giving you an attitude, or are you did they put something in your mind to skew your perspective here? This is crazy. And yes, husbands, wives, all different relationships, everything you do in life.
Yeah. Everybody kind of jumps to the negative. But just to play devil's advocate here, mind the pun. But is that just people? Are we naturally paranoid, or are we being influenced by outside forces that we don't see? If you're a Catholic and you're a Christian and you read the Bible, well, then it's a spiritual battle that we're fighting. And I wouldn't know how to explain it otherwise, other than just, I don't know, a bunch of lost people.
I mean, you could say it's human nature, right? That's
certainly
the
human nature. But is the dark side? But what came first? The human nature post the fall of man. What was it? Cain killed his brother, right? He clubbed him.
Well, human nature in today's world is spiritual warfare.
It's no different. Look what's going on right now in Iran. Look,
if you believe that.
Are you kidding me? Look at what we're doing. The wars, everything. Where's this all coming from? Is it from people?
Yeah,
or is it from what this guy is saying?
This guy says so much.
This guy is saying is true, then none of us stands a chance against this enemy. You're done.
He does say, though,
if you yes, there's ways to combat it, but
the
majority of the people, they don't even believe that this is happening.
Well,
how are you going to fight an enemy you don't even believe?
That's right.
The greatest trick of the devil was to prove to the world that he didn't exist.
Right. That's right. What is that? Usual Suspects?
Could be.
Kevin Spacey?
Could be.
The demons appeal to people's pride of, God has chosen you to start this religion.
There's a lot of that going on with these YouTube prophets.
We call it morphing, which is basically where the person changes form or shape.
That's pretty out there, if you ask me.
The cases that you have, that's about 80 to 90% of what you're going to see.
80 to 90%, you're going to see people morphing.
So will change, all of a sudden their facial structure changes and it looks like a man.
Like a skinwalker.
Yeah, also
like a
skinwalker. Kind of complexion change.
I think Sean Ryan meant to say streetwalker.
The morphing can be everything from just all of a sudden.
She's working, man. Why aren't they teaching us this in school? Maybe you could argue they do. I guess if you went to a Catholic school, they teach it. Why isn't this on?
I don't know if they're teaching you this, but
I mean,
they're teaching you.
This has been around. This is old.
Yeah.
They made the movie. It was based on a true story, except it was a boy instead of a girl.
Yeah.
This has been around.
Yeah, the movie
Exorcism, possession. Yeah. People know this stuff, but yet there
That's
hasn't
crazy,
been a
though.
priest.
90%?
you can't interview any of the priests. I mean, it was so long ago with the whole Exorcist thing that happened in Georgetown or whatever, you know?
They might
But
not
here
be around
you have,
anymore.
you have this guy and there's another priest. I forget his name.
He was also being interviewed, right? He's making the circuit.
Yeah.
They're running around.
So
doing,
now it's transparent now. Now you
but
have
he's writing
priests,
a book about they're creating a database of all of these
Right.
exorcisms, which doesn't exist.
and they're naming names.
Yeah.
They're naming demonic
Oh,
names
man,
in this
that's a whole-
database,
yeah, right.
So that they know what they like, what they don't like.
It's like a Wikipedia for angels and
Grokkapedia
demons,
for demons,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild, man.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he talks about angels too. I mean, right? He talks about the hierarchy of the
Yeah.
angels and the demons,
and that everyone's assigned a guardian angel at birth, which
That's
thank
comforting.
God, but it's your
Yeah.
choice to turn away, right? You have free will, so you could turn away. You can choose to sin, and unfortunately, we all have to reap the benefits of sin, which is apparently you get fucking possessed. I mean, who needs that shit? Or even more so, you're getting duped because, again, if what this man is saying is true and the UFO narrative is complete bullshit,
right?
and people are going to start worshiping UFOs because of their technology, because that's happening. And in reality, they're really just worshiping demons. And this is what's coming with all this disclosure. You're gonna start hearing all these stories and all
Here's
these
a
files
question.
that are going to get released.
Are they going to say that this is demonic in this disclosure that's supposed to
You
happen,
got
or
Anna
are they going
Paulina
to
Luna.
maintain the illusion?
Anna Paulina
Of
Luna
the
says that they're
real-
demonic. You got Lou Elizondo says that he heard they were demonic. You got this guy that just did that documentary with Marco Rubio.
Right.
Says that a captain said that they're dealing with demonic forces.
Right.
Tucker said it's demonic. Tucker knows.
Tucker knows.
I'm just.
He got scratched up.
So a lot of people think that what this priest is saying is accurate, and it very well
He's very
could
compelling.
be, because the transparency and the through line to the whole UFO phenomenon has not been a straight line. It's been a bumpy road. It's been a lot of like this, it's that, this theory, that theory. Even Jeremy Corbell, I saw him in an interview the other day, and he's like, he's putting his hands up. He doesn't know what to make of it because none of the aliens from outer space makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense to anybody.
Well,
so it's probably more likely they're from another dimension, and that dimension is a place where it's really, really hot. And I don't mean the friggin' lines at Disney. You know what I mean? I mean, coming from the bad place.
Those are brutal.
Those lines are brutal, man.
Yeah.
Makes
So
you
the
think
bottom
you're in
line
hell.
is just don't sin, and you might
That's
be all
all.
right.
Listen,
You'll
he
be half
says,
all right.
if you watch this interview, which everybody should, I mean, this should be a prerequisite for everybody. If
You
it's
gotta watch,
true, what do I know?
Or
You know what I mean?
what's
Listen.
truth, Sundance?
I mean, it's what we're searching for. It's what Sean Ryan is searching for. I mean, clearly Sean Ryan's compelled by this
That's right.
gentleman, and he seems like he's buying it. There's no other way to explain it. There's so much evil in the world. And then you have people that have actually seen these things. They've seen demons manifest, right? People we know that will remain nameless on this show,
Right.
but people we know that have actually seen
Yeah, that's true.
crazy
Yeah.
shit. That's like,
Yeah.
well, what are they? They're not making it up. They're not
They're
lying.
not making it up. No. And
So there's
and
gotta
he-
be.
and this guy Ripperger is part of a full line of exorcists that exist. He's not one guy saying this. This is not Bledsoe saying this. And look, take nothing away from Bledsoe, but Bledsoe's kind of on the other end of things, right?
Well, then
He's saying
Bledsoe
it's-
would be deceived. Bledsoe
that's
would be one of those people that Father
being deceived
Ripperger is
by
talking
the
about, is saying that
demons.
you're being deceived, that she's
That's
coming
right.
in a ball of light as an orb, and she's
Right,
giving
here
you
to
this
help us,
prediction.
and-
And what does he say about pride? He says, "We chose you to
Right.
deliver this message. We chose you to
Right.
deliver this message." So now you're full of pride. Like, I'm special, right? I don't have to go to my, bumble screw job every day. Now I have an actual mission to
Right.
give messages to humanity. Like, you
Yeah.
can get caught up in that.
Yeah,
And-
and if you got a charming, McConaughey drawl, it's going to just add
You
to
sound
the
like Matthew
mystique.
McConaughey. Listen, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know the man. I can only make an assumption based on
we're
patterns.
just
So if what he's saying is true, then what Bledsoe's saying is false.
that's an
black and white.
interpretation,
It's
right?
it's black and white, right?
Right. Yeah, clearly. So look,
Stay
again,
prayed up
don't sin.
and like and
And
comment.
subscribe
and
too.
subscribe.
If you can.
We need you. Thank you so much for watching.
See you soon.
It's the Butch and Sundance Show.